What is up, crypto fam? Welcome back. All right. We got a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to discuss. So let's hop straight into it before. Damn, I'm going to go ahead and mute this phone real quick. Shut up. All right. So a lot of things to discuss, man. The first thing I want to hop into is the overall crypto market. If you guys check out CoinMarketCap or just any other website that pretty much shows the overall crypto market space, right? Or the overall crypto market, you can obviously tell it's down, right? You can obviously obviously tell it's really down. Bitcoin itself is at $57,400 right now. Ethereum is at 2,400. And if we kind of just scroll down, let me zoom in a bit more. If we take a look, right, we like really zoom in and take a look at the past 7 days percentage wise, as far as the price with these cryptos. Bitcoin is down 10%, Ethereum is down 11%, BNB down 10%, Solana is down 20, well 19, but almost 20%, which is kind of crazy. XRP is down 8%, Dogecoin is down 13%, Tron is down 5%. Coin, the list goes on and on, man. The majority of cryptos are down between 5 and like 20 something percent. And that's just and that counts for the top cryptos. Like these are the top 100 cryptos that are down 5, 10, 15, some are down 20%. Now, if these are down this much, then you already know the meme coins is down a crazy amount, right? Thank you, Bubba. Oh, that's thank you. Yeah, so the meme the meme coin section is not looking pretty at all, man. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and take a look at let's see, top meme coin market cap, just to kind of see what it looks like. Top meme tokens. All right, we see Doge is down 13%, Shiba Inu's down 13%, Pepe is down 22%, Dog with Hat is down 27%. Like I said, like the other cryptos, the top 100 cryptos are already I'll say this, the top like 20 tokens are already down 5, 10, 15, 20%, but the meme coins are really volatile because I mean, at the end of the day, when it comes to crypto, everything is volatile, but meme coins especially, right? Meme coins specifically are very, very volatile. And I mean, at the end of the day, that's the game you play. Meme coins are more risk, but a lot of times they're more reward. So that's kind of the game you play. Um, in my opinion, this market going downwards is kind of a blessing in my eyes because there's a few projects that I've been wanting to have a dip before I bought in. So I feel like there's some solid projects that I feel like you can still get into. You guys see me talk about Brett. The most recent one that I talked about that was like a new project. It's called TRON, very new, only like a week and a half old, right? Very new project. But again, even that project is super volatile because it's a meme coin. It just came out on the Tron network, which is also volatile. So it's very, very high risk, high reward, right? But again, I know the main question you guys probably have. What's going on, Dave D? So that's my brother Dave D coming through. Much love, fam. I know the main question. Oh my God, bro. I didn't even know that my camera. I didn't even know that my camera was oh my goodness gracious. That is my bad, y'all. I did not know my camera was not switched yet. But even if you didn't get to see the percentages close up, you pretty much heard me say which cryptos were down 10, 15, 20%, right? So you guys have a solid idea. The overall market is just red right now. You can see it on the bubble map right here. The top coins on the bubble map is red. Everything is red right now. So the main question is, why is the crypto market crashing right now, right? So what I did, instead of me taking hours and like trying to throw like some crazy amount of energy and time into finding out the answer, I just went to Chat GPT. I'm gonna be honest. I went to Chat GPT, which is a popular AI app that pretty much goes out and collect data, and gives you pretty much sums up and give you the best answer to your question. So I asked Chat GPT, I said, yo, why is the crypto market crashing right now? And this is what Chat GPT said. It says the current crypto market crash is primarily driven by a combination of factors, both macroeconomic and internal to the crypto market. And then it says, number one, the first reason could be, right, excessive leverage. And it says one of the major contributors is the high levels of leverage used by traders. As prices begin to fall, this led to mass liquidations, exacerbating the decline. In the last 24 hours alone, over $1 billion in crypto positions were liquidated, according to Cointelegraph, which is a pretty well known like crypto website, right? And then number two, it says the market sentiment and ETF uncertainty. It says there has been significant uncertainty surrounding the approval and listing of spot Ethereum ETFs in the US, despite approvals from the SEC. The delays is actually listing these ETFs have created confusion and negatively impacted market sentiment. That was collected from Crypto Globe. And then the third one that they said is global economic factors. So this is the third reason. Global economic factors. It says the broader global economic environment, including recent hawkish. I just thought of Haktua girl. Well, no. Oh, my bad, y'all. Let me run that back. It says the broader global economic environment, including recent hawkish moves by the Federal Reserve and the strengthening of the US dollar, has added pressure on risk on assets like cryptocurrencies. In particular, altcoins have been hit hard due to their inherent volatility in such uncertain conditions, right? And then it says the fourth reason, it says September seasonality, which is like, I think I might have heard of this once or twice before, but seeing it again, it just kind of opened my eyes and opened my mind to like a more broader just thinking process. But it says number four, September seasonality. It says historically, September has been a tough month for crypto markets, often bringing negative returns. This pattern appears to be repeating, with many analysts expecting a rough September, but potentially setting up for a recovery in the last quarter of the year. Right. Then it says these factors combined have led to significant drops in major cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, as well as a broader sell-off in the altcoin market. And that's I feel like some of the best answers that they actually gave of why the crypto market is crashing exactly right now. Right. So we have that, man. And like I said before, I think one of the biggest things that people should kind of understand or keep in mind when it comes to these type of moments of like a crypto crash, like a market crash, you always should have a plan beforehand, right? Before, I'm go over here. My bad, I'm going to go to this one. You should always have a backup plan of, you know, figuring out what you're going to do before, like if a crash happens, and even the opposite, if the market decides to go up in pumps, right? I feel like you should always have a backup plan or just a plan in general where it's kind of like, okay, what should I do, or what should I have prepared now in case the market goes down? Like I said, some people, they might plan to where, if the market goes down in a sense, they have money on the side so they can kind of buy into and kind of DCA, which is kind of like invest more of their money. So like they're so pretty much your neutral mark as far as like the price that you got into a project, it won't be as high as it was before because you kind of bought it when it was at a lower price. Now your break even point is at a lower point. People call it DCA. I'm sure you can watch a video on it and get a way better, smoother breakdown than I am right now. I'm mumbling and stumbling and shit, but DCAing is a very well-known thing to do in situations like this. Or you have other people who are just holding. Some people just hold the cryptos and kind of just, let the market do what it do and kind of just be patient and wait for the market to kind of turn around. And even again, like I said before, even the opposite, if the market decides to go upwards, right? Sometimes you have moments where we be in the bull run, or it's like a sample, like a little sneak peek of the bull run where some investments are doing great. Sometimes like I feel like it's smart to take profits, like especially with meme coins. Like I love meme coins. I invest in meme coins more than other like altcoins and stuff. And I'll tell you myself, like meme coins, they're fun, they're cute. Those are like some of the best ways of making money quick, right? But at the same time, it's very, very risky. It's very volatile. I mean, that's just how meme coins are. So I feel like, again, if you are in a project that's especially like a meme coin and you do make profit and stuff like that, it is a smart idea. This is just my opinion. Smart idea to take profits because you can never go wrong with taking profits. Like profits is profits regardless. And at the end of the day, like not every coin is meant to, like you might get a 5x or 10x on a project, but sometimes that 5x or 10x is the most you can get out of a project. Like sometimes we have this mindset where people be like, yo, man, I want this 100x, or I'm waiting for it to 1,000x. But in reality, not every project can do 100x or 1,000x. Sometimes you got to take the 5x and 10x and just move on to the next one. That's just my opinion, right? So that answered as far as the the reason why the market is going down. Another thing that I came across that was pretty interesting was right here on Watcher Guru. Just take a look at this, man. It says just then. This was actually reported on the 30th, right? So 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. I don't know my months like that. Brazil right here said Brazil officially suspends X Twitter. Right. And I'm like, suspends X Twitter. It says Brazil says anyone caught using a VPN to access X Twitter will be fined up to $8,874 per day. Not even like just hey, like first of all, let's compare the amount of money this is. First of all, like if you guys remember those like signs that you see like on the street where it says like if you caught littering, you can be fined up to $1,000. Like this, not even $1,000. This said you can be fined up to 8,000, pretty much damn near $9,000. And then it says $9,000 per day. So if you're caught using a VPN for a week, $9,000 times 7, you got to pay $56,000, around $56,000 because you're using Twitter. I'm like, no, hold on a second, man. I'm not that familiar with Brazil, but we got to figure out what the hell is going on in Brazil for them to be that just for them to just not like Twitter that much, right? So I did what I did best. I went to ChatGPT again, and I was like, hey, ChatGPT, Brazil officially suspended Twitter X. Brazil says anyone caught using the VPN to access Twitter will be fined up to $9,000 per day. Why is this happening? And ChatGPT responded and said, Brazil has officially suspended access to X, formerly Twitter, due to an escalating legal conflict between the platform's owner, Elon Musk, and Brazil's Supreme Court Justice, Alexander de Moraes. It says the conflict stems from Musk's refusal to comply with content moderation orders issued by the Brazilian government, particularly related to removing accounts associated with far-right groups. Particularly related to removing accounts associated with far-right groups. Crazy. Then it says Justice de Moraes has taken a hard stance demanding that X appoint a legal representative in Brazil to handle these government requests. In response, Musk decided to close the Brazilian operations of X, although the platform remains accessible to users within the country. Then it says to enforce the ban, Brazil has introduced severe penalties, threatening fines of up to 50,000 reais, which is approximately $8,874 per day for anyone caught using a VPN to access the platform. Despite these threats, there has been a significant surge in VPN downloads as Brazilians seek to circumvent the ban and continue using X. This situation highlights the ongoing tension between global tech companies and national governments over content moderation and legal compliance, with Brazil's actions reflecting a broader debate about censorship and free speech. Man, that's crazy, man. That is very crazy. My man Dave D said I got a 100x once. Too bad it was on a $10 NFT. Hey, I mean that's still 1,000. Hey, 100x is still 100x. Oh man, speaking of NFTs, I've been wondering, like, is it worth talking about NFT? Like, I don't know. I feel like NFTs are kind of dying off, but I don't know. That's another discussion for another time. But hey, I've never gotten a 5x from NFT, so that's still a plus. But yeah, this Brazil stuff is pretty crazy, man. For those who may not know, I know some people, not all people are really in tune with Twitter, but Elon Musk has said it himself several times that he wants Twitter to have, like the freedom of speech aspect to it, where it's kind of like people can say whatever they want on Twitter and not be harmed and not be, shamed or whatever the case is. And Brazil doesn't support that. So Um, it is crazy how it says particularly related to removing accounts associated with far right groups, but it's like, what about the far left groups? Because I see some wild shit that's happening with the far left. Like, don't get me wrong, I feel like far right, yeah, like you have some far right people who might be, a little kooky or a little too extreme, but it's the same thing with the left. You have the far left who are really on some kooky shit, right? Some like beyond weird perverted type shit. So it goes both sides, but that's Brazil for you. Then moving on to the next, Alex Dale said freedom of speech. I love freedom of speech, man. I definitely love freedom of speech. But of course, some countries they don't fuck with it. Sad to say, but it is what it is. And then moving on to this topic right here, also from Watcher Guru, it says $2.8 trillion asset manager Goldman Sachs fires 1,300 employees. And when I first saw this, I was like, well, are they firing that many employees because of like, a fear of a recession? Or some people already think we are already in a recession. But when I went to the actual full article, it threw me off because this title alone, I mean, the title doesn't say recession, but I assume that. But when you come over here, it pretty much breaks down the exact reason why they laid off 1,300 people. It says Goldman Sachs has committed similar yearly layoffs before. The process is part of an annual review known at the bank as a strategic resource assessment, or SRA. Typically, the bank aims to trim between 2% and 7% of its workforce each year based on various performance factors. And it says that range has fluctuated over the years based on market conditions and Goldman's financial outlook. Furthermore, the sources added that the layoffs are ongoing and will continue in the fall, perhaps indicating more employees being fired in the upcoming month. So long story short, going back to right here, like I said right here, it says they usually trim between two and 7% of his workforce each year based on various performance factors. So I feel like that's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if an employee has a bad performance record or bad performance factor, I feel like they should get fired. Right? It's kind of like, I mean, you can't really build a great business if you have shitty employees, right? So that's that. And then another thing that I seen that was pretty interesting right now was right here. I seen this video by somebody by the name of non-aesthetic things. It says this school makes all their students turn in their phones before school. So if we take a look at the video, you can see like this kid right here, she's holding up it looks like some type of like this type of like sack, like it looks like the small sack that the students have to place their phone in. And I guess when you put it towards this little metal thing, it clips it, right? It locks it. So they can't hold, I'm sorry, they can't have access to their phone while they're in school, pretty much. So you have some people who were saying that was a good idea. You have some people who were saying that it was a bad idea because they're like, hey man, like how are kids gonna, call their parents if it's an emergency and now, this, down the third. Like this person right here said, heard this has increased the engagement rate of students in class. Which don't get me wrong, man. Like when I was back in high school, I was in high school, 2009, 2010, 2011 and stuff. Like we had phones in school, but obviously technology is way advanced now compared to, 2010. It's at this point where now kids can literally like they can live stream themselves. They can watch an entire movie on Netflix if they wanted to on their phone. Like in like the phones that we have nowadays, like the technology, like I said, the technology is just super distracting for kids. So I get why some schools is probably doing this because you have, especially like you have those moments where we might have like a fight breakout, or whatever the case is, because you have certain students who are creating these like groups that kind of single out people, or it's this type of like social media beef that happens with kids that are from the same school, and it's a lot of times how kids get into fights and everything. That's why even now you can see a lot of fights being filmed at schools, and I feel like there are some kids who who do act up more because of social media. Like at the end of the day, I feel like social media, yeah, this is a place where you can kind of you can do anything on social media. You can do anything. You can make money, you can make videos, you can learn history, you can literally find anything on the internet. But I feel like when social media is in the hand of most kids, not all kids, but in the hands of most kids, it is a very distracting tool. And I feel like this idea, I think it's still early, to just say, hey, this is a great idea. I feel like it's still early. Probably see how it comes along. But I don't know, man. This might be a good way to kind of get kids to focus more in class. I don't know. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you guys think about that stuff. Yeah, just some interesting video I came across, man. So yeah, we talked about the overall market being down, and about just you know what my plan is right now with the overall crypto market being down. My plan is to only invest in projects that I feel like can bounce back up, projects that actually like the developers are actually doing things, doing marketing, making moves to grow the project. The community is still there. I'm only planning on investing into those projects that have a really good chance of, like I said, recovering and going back up in price, to where even then I'll probably, depending on what it is or how much money I put in, I might take some profits if when it bounces back up. Because as of right now, I feel like there's people who still looking for 10x's and 100x's and stuff, and you might be able to find some, but in this type of market, it's very hard to come across a solid project, because a lot of solid projects aren't being released right now. A lot of solid projects are being built now. So when the market does turn around and the market is green, that's when they can release that project that actually is a good project. So yeah, so uh my other, I feel like, advice I can give people is like, do what you feel like is best. If you want to sell something, go ahead. I mean, that's your right to do it, obviously. If you feel like you want to buy something, if that's your choice, hey, more power to you. I feel like the best thing you could do is follow your gut instinct, because if you follow someone else's advice and it doesn't work out, then you're going to be pissed at them, but it's your fault because you followed their lead. The best thing you could do is follow your choice, and even if you're wrong, it's kind of like, hey, you can't blame nobody but yourself, right? And yeah, other than that, we can probably check out like some cryptos. I know everything is like down. I know everything is pretty much down right now, but let's check on like Brett and stuff, man. Because I know Brett, out of all meme coins, is like one of the most solid projects. Even like TRON had it at 1.7, which is crazy to me. Like this project, I like this project is still a really good project, but um, even like the charts, like it's been going down. I mean, everything's been going down, but their liquidity is pretty strong. Like their liquidity pool is like the ratio is 10%. They're like they have a 10% ratio of liquidity to market cap, which is very nice, because I've been seeing like some nice big sales come in, and it hasn't been affecting the chart too much. But I mean, at the end of the day, like this token, just like a lot of other tokens, are dealing with the force, like a strong force right now, that like they have no choice but to dip down. The only thing I've been seeing go up, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the only project I've seen going up right now, and it's actually two of them. One is this project right here I came across. It's called SPT, and it stands for Sun Pump Trading. It's a bot, right? It's a bot token that got released 16 days ago. And this is the only thing. Look at the chart. This is one of the only things I've seen that consistently, like, it has some moments where it go down, dip down a little bit, but it keeps climbing up. Like, look at this chart. Look how beautiful this chart is. Look at this. Crazy. Beautiful chart. Look at that. It don't give a damn about what the overall market is doing. Consistently just going upward. I first put my eye on this at like a 2 million market cap. It's at a 6.1 million market cap, and just kept climbing, kept climbing, kept climbing. Kinario in the building. Kinario said BRL has slow, steady growth over the past few weeks. It's been a minute since I've actually checked them out. Let me see. I can probably check them out right now. Let me show y'all the second one that I was talking about as well. What is it? So again, Sun Pump Trading is a TRON token, And then the second one I'm gonna show y'all is a base coin called TAD. And this is like I don't know what they're doing. Like from what I heard is like one of the developer is like using a trading bot to like I think he's using a trading bot. If you look right here on the transactions, you can see each buy is like 1 cent, 1 cent, 1 cent, 1 cent, 1 cent. He's using this trading bot method so he can he can like continuously have this token trending as number one, and it's trending number one right now, right? So he has that going, and then on top of that they have a bunch of other utilities and stuff, um which like they have like the staking option you can do. They have an option where you can provide liquidity. So they're giving their community a bunch of options to like lock up the tokens. And even one of the options is like if you lock up your tokens and the more volatile the market is, the more rewards you get, which is kind of like, I think that's like the first time I've ever heard something like that, where like you get rewarded more based off of the market, like the market being more volatile, like more volatile market, more rewards, which is very smart. And that's why this is like the second product that I see that's like, you know, either steadily growing upward, like going upwards, or at least going neutral and not going downward. So TAD is called Tadpool, or the ticker is TAD. This is on base. And then the other one I just showed y'all, which is Sun Pump Trading. But let's go over to BRL. It's been a minute since I checked out BRL. I think this is this is like the only Ethereum one. Wait, is it this? We actually followed on Twitter. Let me see. Man, I'm still I'm still looking upset about my bull run tokens that I had. I had a bunch of bull run tokens, and they were I ended up like sending them to the wrong wallet address, and man, oh man, was not able to get them out. And I had like I forgot how much I had. It was like $300 in it, but let's see. So bull run. Let me make sure this is the right one. Address ends in BEC4. Oh yeah, so this is it. Bull run is currently at $1.15. Market cap is at 1.1 million. The liquidity is at 401,000, which is pretty good. That's like a shit. That's like a 40% ratio from market cap to liquidity. Well, that's a pretty strong liquidity pool. Yeah, it's actually looking pretty nice. Even looking back from like the beginning of May to now. Damn, so it was down here. It was down to 38 cents in the middle of June, and it's currently at $1.15. Damn, what was it back in 2023? Because I think that's when I first heard about it. I know Kina Rio is an avid, strong supporter of the community. Wait, can I go back? All right, so 2023. So the highest had been back here was I remember it was like a couple of dollars when I first heard about it. It was like almost $4 back in January 2023. Where is it at right now? Wait. All right. Interesting. Let's check the transactions. Got a $5,000 buy yesterday. Two $5,000 buys yesterday. $4,900 buy. I'm seeing more buys than sales. More green and red, which is good. Let's see what they got posted up lately. Celebrating a bull run milestone, 1 million market cap. Bull run liquidity is impacted by trading volume and the network effect of increasing participants. The more individuals that buy, sell, and trade bull run, the more liquid it becomes. This effect is amplified in the bull run ecosystem, which attracts more investors and crypto whales to bull run ecosystem. Yeah, no, I feel like, well, for one, well, two reasons. For one, I mean, the fact that this token is even called bull run is, I feel like, a huge positive play on word. Especially because right now, like, you can even say like we're going through like a bull market right now, right? Or a bearish market, however you want to say it. The fact that, that this token is called bull run, and then on top of that, their focus is to prove how strong their project is by having a strong liquidity pool, behind the project. I feel like this is the best time to, technically, like, what's the word? I feel like this is the best time for a project like this to shine in a market that we're going through right now. Because again, like, even like the past few days, speaking for myself, I've been literally looking for projects that are like not just waiting out the storm, like just waiting in the storm, or getting like the hell beat out of them. I've been looking for projects that are actually pushing through the storm with either, like a nice reflecting chart that shows it, or the development of like what the developers are doing, seeing them, like if the developers are making moves, if they're doing marketing, if they're doing like community things to kind of keep the engagement up, bada bing bada boom. So again, like I said before, like this is I feel like a solid project to definitely show out right now, because I myself am like, I'm not looking for the 100x tokens right now. I'm looking for the projects that are doing really good now, so they can do really, really good when the market turns around. So that's what's up. Wait, go back to this one. Smart money accumulating. What's this? Bull run staking. Okay. Yeah. Especially like the one thing too that I just thought about, there's a lot of projects that don't have staking, or like they don't have any utility that focus on the staking aspect, the providing liquidity aspect, like the different things that get the holders to lock their tokens up so the chart don't get affected that much. And that's why they're really getting hit over the head. 20% down 30%. How much is bull run down? Bull run is up 0.37% in the past 24 hours, where everything else is down 20-30%. So and this is a good time to DCA if you can. Hold on, it's a bumpy road. 100%. I've been DCAing like in like that TRON meme coin I've been talking about, TRON cat. And even though that one is like getting hit like really hard, going down in price consistently, I've still been doing good on my bag, because like I've been DCAing. I've been putting a little bit in, wait to see if it go down even further. Okay, if it goes down like a really good amount, put some more in. So now it's like, now my break even point is much lower than it was before. Yeah, DCAing is definitely a valuable tool when it comes to crypto. 100%. He said Boron is the liquidity king. It's looking pretty solid. I ain't gonna lie, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I know Steve Rocket Cryptos is back behind it. I know there's people who are like a part of the community, who are OGs of the community, like Kina. So nah, I feel like shit. Just the only thing I could probably think of Boron is maybe I don't know if the team is doing any like marketing right now, which, like I've said before, like sometimes products, they don't need marketing, and especially like right now, like me, like even me being an influencer myself, I'll keep it 100. Like I think right now isn't really the best time for marketing, because like you want to do marketing when things are either neutral, when the market is neutral, or when the market is green. You know, it's kind of like you don't want to do marketing when people are trying to look away from their portfolio. you, you want to do marketing when it's like the Super Bowl moment. You know what I'm saying? When everybody's, everybody's sitting at home, everybody got their food ready, they got the party going on, everybody is tuning in to the Super Bowl. People are sitting down watching the advertisements, the commercials for the Super Bowl. Like same thing with crypto. Like you want to do mostly marketing through that. And I only brought that up because again, like I've heard of Bull Run several times. I've heard it through Kina Rio. I've heard it like what was it from? I think it was from what was his name? I can't even think of his name right now, but it was another dude who told me about it. And I think with Bull Run is just I think it's a good project. It's just I think it needs more of a spotlight around it, especially with like all the other there's thousands of cryptos being made every day. And it's kind of especially now, man, with like these like sun pump.fun websites for meme, like those websites that allow you to make a coin in 2 seconds. Like people are making their own meme coin for $1 in 30 seconds. So I do feel like other than just kind of like somehow putting it out there more. And I think even Steve Rocket Crypto himself, like he does his own videos. He has a pretty big following. I think he has like 40,000, 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I mean, he has already like a strong community behind him. And I feel like he has a community in his project. But I mean, no matter how good a project is, like every project has to have something that pushes it out to the masses. And I think when Bull Run can get a little bit of that too, then I think it'll be probably a no-brainer for people to, check it out. And then people see the chart. Oh shit, the chart is doing good while everything else is crashing right now. Kind of it stands out. So need to stand out a little bit more. 1.1 million market cap and 401,000 liquidity. Yeah, that's pretty insane. That's pretty. I'm used to seeing projects have like 3% ratio of liquidity, 5%. Even seeing those amounts are rare. For them to have 401,000 liquidity to a 1.1 million market cap, that's pretty insane. So that's what I'm saying. Just imagine way more people like getting into the project, and then you have like way more buyers coming in. Because I mean, let's go back to this post. Even this post says it right here, right? Even this post says it right here. This post says, look, even this post says it right here. He says, the more individuals that buy, sell, and trade, right? Bull Run, the more liquidity it becomes. So it's not even like the more people who buy, the more liquidity it comes. The more people who just transact in general, buy, sell, trade, bam, the liquidity goes up. So just imagine you have a bunch of you have way more investors going into this project. I think again that'll be the if they can get that going, then it's kind of like it's up from there. Especially now, like if the chart can do this now, if the chart can look this way now when everything is looking like this, when everything else is down 12%, 21%, 25%, 30%, then that's just meme coins. But same over here, Bitcoin down 10%, 11%. If Bull Run can do this now, imagine what Bull Run can do in the Bull Run. It says 69% of the supply is staked by holders. Wow. Wait, 40% market cap to liquidity pool. Yeah, that's a lot. I don't think that's I don't think that's that's probably the biggest liquidity pool I've ever seen. Well, let me say this: the biggest legitimate liquidity pool that I've ever seen. Because one thing I found out, like in other projects, right, like other projects that are like actual like scam projects, one thing I found out is like if you see a project that has like a liquidity pool that's like bigger than the market cap or something like that, that's a red flag. But in a legitimate project that has a strong liquidity pool like this, 401,000 to a 1.1 million market cap, yeah, that's pretty insane. That's pretty good. He said, "Let's go. I'm grabbing me a bag." Enter into projects that you trust after doing your research. Yeah, real talk. Like even myself, I had to really sit down with myself and kind of smack myself on on the wrist, because it's kind of like there's like even the project I had got into. What was it called? It was called Soul City, right? I spoke to the developer for like an hour, maybe even 2 hours long. I'm seeing what he's talking about. I'm seeing the vision that he has behind his project, and I'm and in my head I'm thinking like, oh, this is an amazing idea, right? And till this day I feel like it's still a cool idea. Now he put me on board to talk, to make the video. Make the video. I made I made a I sat down for hours and came up with like a presentation for the project to speak about it on his behalf. Did a Twitter space with Crypto Empress. Everybody's in there is like, oh, this is a cool project. But people were pointing out red flags like, okay, well, why isn't there a white paper? Why bada me bada boom? So all that stuff happens, and then the developer, the last thing he sent me was like, the last message he sent me was, he said something along the line of like, I'm kind of like I'm kind of uh what's the word? I'm kind of disappointed. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that like out of all the marketing that we did isn't reflecting on the chart and bada bing bada boom. But in reality, I think like in reality, I really think he wasn't even trying to like give it his all and really stay behind it, because at the end of the day, I feel like if you're a developer, even if your project don't have like the biggest spotlight, your project isn't doing the best, if you're a solid developer and you're legit, then you're going to stand behind the project, right? This man just literally just went AWOL, MIA, and pretty much abandoned the project, right? And I say all that to say because it's kind of like even right now, or like the past couple of like weeks, I've been telling myself like I'd rather just really focus on projects that are, actually doing stuff, actually staying strong, especially right now with like the overall market looking bad as it is. I'd rather get to projects or even talk about projects, right? Even if I'm not in the project, I'd rather talk about a project that I feel like at least is doing good. Like perfect example, I'm not in Vote Inu. I have no money in Vote Inu. But one thing I know for a fact when it comes to Vote Inu, I know their community is strong. I know their developer is still sticking around. I know that they're constantly growing. They got I think like a V3 website. They did like a third launch. They're still getting the ball moving and still growing the project. Now, Vote Inu, it hasn't been above. It probably hasn't hit the all-time high, or it hasn't hit its peak in a long time. But it doesn't matter because the project is still moving along, it's still trucking. So I kind of told myself, like, man, at this point, especially with me, because I'm currently working on my own project, and it's kind of like I think now I really have a more solid idea of okay, like okay, let me see what projects are solid and actually doing a great job, versus like okay, let's look at this project. Okay, obviously this should have just, and I still get into some risky projects, especially meme coins, but um, it takes me a very long time to just talk about that meme coin, because for one, I already know meme coins are volatile or whatever the case is. But yeah, the way the markets are looking right now, man, definitely got to steer yourself in the right direction of a strong growing project. Otherwise, you're going to get bit in the booty. I trust Steve. I follow him and Shiba and Saitama. I'm getting in this. Yeah, I was a big Steve Rocket crypto watcher during the Sheep days for sure. He blew a great opportunity. That market, the market is crazy right now. Yeah. But you know, it's a sad thing, but and it's crazy too. Even going back to like the Soul City one, like I really thought that was a solid, like a good idea. I haven't heard of anything like that. And another reason, like I said before, like I had to kind of sit down and talk to myself and kind of revamp myself, is because in my brain, I'm thinking like, oh damn, like I'm thinking where this project can go. Meanwhile, the developer is already kind of like, well, if if the marketing pays off, I'll stay. If the marketing doesn't pay off, then I'm gonna leave the project. And it's kind of just like, well, I mean, that's fraud. That's very fraud. But That's how it is in crypto, unfortunately. Mm. You said count me in if you're launching your own project. Honestly, man, um, I was even thinking about like I was even thinking about like when I do launch my project, and for one, I'll even say this now: the project that I'm working on right now, I don't see it being released for like a couple more months, um, because like even from the jump, I've had people who ask me like, "Yo, like, have you ever thought about launching your own token?" And I always told people kind of like, I was like, I would only launch it if I feel like it's something that I've never seen before, and it's something that I feel like can actually like here's my idea when it comes to the project I'm working on. I want to create something that's like, for one, has never been done before, and not just to just create a project and then it's just a project that's kind of just floating around, um, just kind of just floating around and being unseen, and it's kind of like I wanted to create something that creates like a new branch that grows that grows from the DeFi tree, or that grows from the crypto Web3 DeFi, whatever you want to call it, tree. Just like how when NFTs first came out, NFTs kind of stemmed into its own branch and kind of became a thing. My project that I'm working on is going to be it's going to literally be focused on creating a whole new like branch when it comes to, again, growing and stemming from the tree that we know of, crypto or DeFi. Um, so in my head, like I think is like an insanely I might sound super full of myself, but it really is like, I feel like this idea is completely innovative. I feel like like if it's delivered the perfect way, which, like, again, like I said before, you can have a good project, it could be the best product in the world, but if you don't have the best spotlight on it, then no one would know. No one would know that it even exists. So yeah, it's not too much things I can say about it without like kind of just spoiling it. But it's big, man. It's really, really big. And it's like, oh, I just love it. I just freaking love it. Um, yeah, I love it. I think in the future I'll start doing some videos of maybe I don't even know. I don't even know. I was thinking about doing some videos of kind of like slowly going into it and describing it all and stuff, but um I don't know. It might be like a stealth launch project that no one even knows like who's behind it, to be honest. Um because for one, I don't like, I know there's like influencer tokens or influencer crypto projects. Like I don't want mine to be seen as an influencer project. I don't want it to be seen as like a YouTuber crypto project, because it's nothing of that. It's nothing of that sort. But um I don't know. I think the people that I feel like are loyal enough to keep that a secret, I think I'll let them know. I'll probably create like a Telegram and kind of just have people kind of, be in there, and if they want to, you know, I don't think I'm gonna do. I don't know. I don't know about pre-sale or whitelisting or whatever the case. I don't know about that, but I think I'll probably create just like a Telegram and let people know, like, yo, this is the project I'm working on. If you want to get into it, by all means, and go from there, whatever the case is. But I don't know. It's a lot of things to work out. You can't wait. Yeah, it's man, very, very, very crazy project. Actually, I was actually on a jog, like I was outside running around the park trying to get a workout in, and I just came out with something else that I added to the project. That's like it's not like a small detail. It's like a small detail that's big. It's like a small detail that's let me just stop, man. Let me just stop talking. I hate talking about it, my idea, because I can't say what it is. So it sounds like I'm talking about like a unicorn. Like, yeah, man, like it's this, and it has like the unicorn horn and the wings. But I can't tell you exactly what it is. So, like I said before, the people who I know who are like very supportive subscribers who always try to come in and support me, or just have supported me in the past by some way, some reason, for whatever. Like I said, I'll probably create like a little group for them, just so I can, I got to get the main people who've been holding me down. Got to get them in early if they want to be in. But yeah. So other than that, man, yeah, overall market is, going through a storm right now. Looking at the fear and greed index, like it's crazy seeing how Bitcoin and the overall market has been going down, but the fear and greed index has been trying so hard to stay in the neutral zone. Like usually when the market is going down this much, the meter would already be in the fear zone. It would already be in the orange zone, right? But like it's not, and that's why I feel like is it like I, I don't know. I think it's so much things happening with the market right now. I think it's manipulation going on. I think it's fear of the political, like the election, right? The political side of it. I think it's um just I think it's so much stuff happening right now. But like I said in another stream the other day, just because there's a lot of negative news and stuff, a lot of negative things that's happening, don't forget about all the positive things that is happening in crypto right now. Like there's so many projects that are getting like fundings and stuff to grow. You have Base Chain itself that's like, I think they raised like $21 million or something like that to help out creators and developers on Base Chain. You have there's just so much positive news in crypto as well. Like it's very easy to zoom in on the negative during during the market crash, but don't forget, like there's also positive stuff happening right now in this moment, yesterday, past week, past month. It's positive stuff that's helping crypto continue to grow. And it's just unfortunately one of those. It's not even really an unfortunate at this point. I think this is one of those moments that crypto needs. Like we have to go through the green, we have to go through the red. No different from emotion. Sometimes you have a good day, sometimes you have a shitty day. These are just one of the shitty days for crypto, but it will not be the last of the good days that we see. And with that being said, appreciate everyone tuning in. Shout outs to Kina, Rio. Yo, good looking out for having me just check out BRL again. I know a while ago you was telling me to check it out and stuff. And I may even do like a separate stream or something like that. Maybe even a video just to kind of check it out. Cause again, like I'm looking at the chart. It's in the green, while a lot of other projects, and I mean a lot of other projects, are in the red. And yeah, I might even create a new watch list that's called like green in the green watch list, or in the green tokens, for only projects that are like majority of the times like doing good during these moments, or something like that. Let me see. Mm, I'm gonna create. I'm just gonna say strong chart projects. Strong chart projects. I'm about to add. I'm about to add this. I'm about to add my tadpole. I'm about to add tadpole to this. And I'm about to add SPT, which is Sun Pump Trading. Damn, I really should. Man, I really should have just put some money on here. This thing really is. It just keeps going up. I think this right here was at like a 2 million market cap the other day. It's at a 6 million market cap right now. Crazy. Strong chart projects. He said rate cuts coming allegedly. Really? Rate cuts. I always forget to remind myself to look out for the next upcoming Fed rate. It says the stock market rally ahead of Fed rate cuts is a once in a lifetime event. This was what a day ago. Wait, let me see. It says with rate cuts from the Federal Reserve looking more imminent, the housing market outlook has taken another sharp twist. According to Freddie Mac's latest forecast, released on Tuesday, home prices will rise 2.1% in 2024 and 0.6% in 2025, marking the latest head-spinning turn, especially for this year. In April, the mortgage giant said home prices will increase only 0.5%, 2024 and 2025, down sharply from its forecast in March, when its predicted prices would rise 2.5% in 2024 and 2.1% in 2025. Interesting. It says August put stock and bond investors through a lot of drama, and it could continue. This week features one giant economic report. It's laggy. For investors, August was like a pretty wild roller coaster ride. Trip in a small car climbing up and up and up. At the top, everything suddenly gets very silent. When gravity starts to do its thing, everybody screams and screams until finally the coaster glides smoothly into the station. It's a pretty good metaphor for what happened to financial markets during the month. The market began the month with recession fears stoked by a weaker than expected jobs report, followed immediately by a near panic. Some of the panic was those recession fears. The bigger issue was instability in Japanese markets that briefly spread around the world. Oh, I remember that. Some stocks just imploded, like Super Microcomputer, which fell 19.9% in a day, or Intel, which just fell and fell and fell. Oh, smack. Wait, let me see what Intel is that right now. Man, this thing is up 9.4% right now. Wait, what was it like in the past month? I can't click it. All right, whatever. Okay, let me see. Experience was not fun. The Dow Jones. No, 7% standard. It's like they're mostly focusing on like stocks and stuff. I mean, I know stocks and crypto is somewhat tied to each other, but I feel like they're more so focused on stocks. Yeah. So we got the Fed rate hike. We had the excessive leverage being a reason. The market sentiment and ETF uncertainty, the global economic factors, and then on top of that, the September seasonality, all reasons of why the crypto market is the way it is right now, as well. But yeah, like I said before, man, I feel like the best thing you can do is trust your gut feeling on the next moves you make. And I feel like if you Actually, I'm gonna say this. This is what I'm doing. If I'm putting any money into a project right now, it's only going into a project that I feel like is doing really well now, and it's going to continue to do well, but even do better once the overall market recovers and turns around. Other than that, like I'm not really chasing no 10x's, 100x's and stuff right now. Especially the meme coins, man. The meme coins is getting torn up. But other than that, thank you all for tuning in, and appreciate the love and support. Shout outs to Kina again, Glenn, Dave, Bima coming in, Demo, Alex. Shout outs to the Bull Run community. I'm gonna spend some extra time just kind of checking out some stuff in crypto stuff. I'm gonna check out Bull Run and see what's up, because it's been a minute since I've actually checked it out. So let's see what they got cooking over there now. And yeah, other than that, hope you guys have a great, what's today? Today's Sunday or Monday? Have a great Sunday. Be safe in the crypto space and also be safe in the real world. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.